Volleyball fans across Australia and the world, welcome to the Oz Volley YouTube channel. My name's Ben Abbott, your commentator for this match. We're a little bit into the match already. They're well underway with some really rapid points to kick start. We've only been on court for about 3 minutes, but just with the conditions and the serves battling from end to end, we're already 7 points in and a 3-4 end switch here on center court. The combination of Finn McDonald and Joshua Wolfie Munter, we'll refer to him as Wolfie for the whole match, taking on the combination of Tyson, Dagenais, and Hayden Johnson. Finn McDonald, the taller of the two in the pink, walking towards the camera with the serve, and his partner Wolfie, taking on the combination of the young Tyson, Dagenais, and Hayden Johnson at the far end in the green. A couple of tough serves there from the northern end to a back level of 5 points apiece. Tyson, Dagenais with the tough serving. The overset, the over bump, on. Oh my gosh, this is great. I can't even commentate this right now. This is unbelievable. How they're just trying to keep the ball alive with this breeze. They keep it small. This is smart. Good lead up. Tyson down the line. Scooped easily by Wolfie. Read well. No transition down the line, and a big point one eventually by the boys in the pink. Closest to your screen. What I loved about that rally is the adjustments in the tempo. Having to keep it small, allowing the wind not to push the ball around as much. The higher you play, the harder it is to control. Those couldn't quite convert on their offense. Tyson again taking that first serve, and his partner couldn't keep that ball out of the net. So back to a 2-point buffer. 7 serving 5 in favor of McDonald and Munter. Timeout called there by Tyson, Dagenais, and Hayden Johnson as they trail this first set 5-7. We're back to it here with a Wolfie Munter serve down the line on Tyson Dagenais, as he couldn't quite convert on the attack. Controlled that serve really well and just sent it into the net. 8-5 scoreboard. What a play there from Hayden Johnson. Those boys having no right to win that point there. Somehow find a way through confusion of defense, and they stay in touch within 2 as they go around. 6 points, serving 8. Johnson to the serve. A lovely drop shot there from Finn McDonald, the big man. His height is too long to put on the stat sheet because he is a mountain at the age of, we think, 17. As he gets a really good serve there deep in the court. They keep chipping away. And they go to double figures now at 10-6. 10-6 scoreboard. Hustle and defense. Finn McDonald sends it wide. It looked like it was channeling down the middle of the net. Conditions take it once more. Send it beyond the sideline. 7 serving 10. Dagenais to serve. Through the uprights of the block. And points on the board. So a handling error call there by our first official. Not quite indicated, but clearly a point on the board for Johnson and Dagenais. 9 serving 10. McDonald with the drop shot over the top of the block. So 11-7 back in their control. McDonald hard into the net, back to within 3-point ball game as we go to the technical timeout of this first set. You're watching round 3 of the Australian Junior Beach Volleyball Tour here at Manly Beach. Day 1, final match of the day here on centre court. Absolutely. Live your best student life with Scape Student Accommodation leading the way in the accommodation of our students from across Australia and the world as they venture onto the Australian shores to study and educate their brilliant minds for the future of their careers. Back to it here at the 3-point ball game. 9 points serving 12. Couple of 2-ball plays here. Munter. Oh, super wide set by McDonald. Tyson on one. And Finn McDonald goes to almost forehand tennis swing that ball over with his platform. So it's back to within 2 now. Tough serving from Hayden Johnson. Down the middle on Munter. Point opportunity for Dagenais and Hayden Johnson as they do in fact take the first set, 21-19. They were trailing the most part of that first set, and then off the back of some really crucial Tyson Dagenais serving, bringing it back to within 14 all. They managed to just side out, stay on top, and now have the advantage in this match. First set done and dusted here on centre court. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we appreciate your patience with this on the AJBVT YouTube channel. Back here for the second set very shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am your commentator, Ben Abbott. Shout out to Scape Student Accommodation looking after us here, all the athletes and the international students around Australia and the world. Second set on the way, first set going the way of Tyson Dagenais and Hayden Johnson. 21-19, an epic comeback midway through that first set. And now we're into the second as Wolfie Munter is just caught off balance there off the back of a good serve. He gets played over on 1. So back level at 1 point all. First 2 sets of beach volleyball. For those new watching, 21 points on the board is required to gain the advantage or to gain the set. If we do need a third deciding set, the match being best of 3, it's a race to 15 points. Switching ends every 5 points. That ball going wide there from McDonald. And a tough serve there by Tyson Dagenais. Apparently clipping the sand as Munter couldn't quite keep it off the coastline of Manly Beach. So 3-1. Tough serving again from young Tyson. Good serve again down the middle. McDonald on 2. Easily picked up and read by Dagenais. Hard snap, just long there. A really good shot. Couldn't quite convert. Some of these athletes having a big couple of days off the back of the New South Wales Championships on the weekend just gone. They're backing it up into round 3 of the Australian Junior Beach Volleyball Tour. McDonald down the line. He goes over on 2 on this one, so an opportunity for Tyson and Hayden. Tyson, hard snap cross court, a great swing there. He just controlled the ball, didn't have to do a full jump. He just snaps it hard cross into the conditions. They have the advantage by 2 now at 4-2. Johnson down the line on McDonald once more. Wolfie with good hands. Tyson reads it well. Opportunity to go 5-2 up, 3-point buffer. Can't quite convert there. Munter's there down the line. Tyson's there as well. Scrambling efforts. Can't control the third contact. Conditions again just playing havoc. They go around a 1-point ball game at 3. Serving 4. Munter with ball in hand. And that ball goes into the net. Dagenais to the serve. Down the middle, hard on McDonald. Great serve there. Handling a recall there by our first official. Just slipping out the front of the hands. It's all a judgment call by our officials here. Courtside. As they officiate our matches. So we've got 6-3. Tyson continues. Hard again on McDonald. Really tough serve there. And not quite handled out of the net there by Munter. Tyson continuing now. He's got a heavily strapped right elbow. But he's fired up and he just wants to get through this match, progress his way through this competition. Under 19 boys here. Great scoop and pick up. Can he convert it? Falls inside. He snaps it hard on Munter. Good swing. Munter handles it so well. High above his head. Confusion in the defense. And a nice play there from Joshua Wolfie Munter. So a timeout called by Dagenais and Johnson. Still leading by 2. But momentum in favour, you can feel, for Munter and McDonald. They continue to chip away here on centre court. Last match of the day. You see the seagulls in the back right of your screen. They're just hovering. The breeze is everywhere up and down this Manly coastline. You can see it on the tents and the flags and all throughout each and every rally, that ball moving around. We'll get the athletes back out here very, very shortly to continue this second set. We've got a 1 set to love scoreboard. 21-19, the advantage of Tyson Dagenais and Hayden Johnson. Time out there, we had a potential injury. But the young man of Hayden Johnson's come back out and he's rocking again. The right shoulder has been worked hard on this first day of the Round 3 Australian Junior Beach Volleyball Tour. And he's okay. He's back out there, staying warm. And it's back to within 1 point. 6 serving 7. McDonald with opportunity to level things up now. Steps in, pokes it short. Tyson, great read. Oh, the old mini skyball one-arm swing. Wolfie swings to Johnson. Out of the net. And again, he gets there. No, can't control it. I feel you, Hayden Johnson. That ball over the top of the head. The tomahawk skill. You see two hands go above the top of the heads. They play a platform. I have never been able to do that well. You and your execution just then was 10 times what I was ever been able to do. 7 points all in the end switch. A nice shot deep in the corner. McDonald has to work hard from deep in the court. He pokes with his left hand. He held Tyson deep, brought him short, and then poked it just over his head. Great play there from Finn McDonald. He goes back to the baseline now. Looking to extend their lead now. Hard snap cross court. Hayden Johnson sent wide. 9-7 2-point buffer. Another good rally out there. Finn McDonald in full control here in this set. Taking matters into his own hands. The finesse of the big man. 10 points, serving 7 now. A must-win set to keep this match alive for McDonald and Munter. And they're in the box seat at the moment. Down the line, sneaks inside the right hand of the McDonald block. So it'll be 8 serving 10, confirming the service order out here now. See the athletes constantly alternate who their servers are. There are a certain order from first service of each side they must maintain throughout the duration of each and every set. McDonald on 2, crushes it into the corner. Nice play by Munter. McDonald 11 serving 8. 2 points away from the technical timeout here of the second set. So there's no rain currently at the moment on center court, which is fantastic. There is still gusty conditions. Tough serving from Wolfie Munter. 12 points on the board, serving 8. 1 away from the technical timeout. Munter reads that so well. Sharp defense. Lovely touch there. And a net touch call by the first official. So that'll be a 5-point ball game. Oh, no, so it'll be a 3-point ball game. Apologies. Maybe a 5-point. Let's double check what happens on the end switch. Either way, it's a technical timeout here in the second set. Scoreboard will be indeed a 13-8 when we return. Bringing the noise back is the Harbour Hotel, hosting the Players' Party this Saturday, midway through the Oz Championships for 2022. We return to the action here on Centre Court. 5-point ball game. Munter continuing this impressive service run. He goes on Johnson. Tyson on 2. Full stretch. Wolfie, no go. Really nice play there to bring it back on the Dagenais and Johnson terms. Johnson goes deep on Munter. Full stretch, Tyson Dagenais, no go on the control. He read it so well. So 14 serving 9. It'll be now 10 serving 14 with a little bit of a whoopsie here on center court. And yes, that is the technical term for that sort of miss-serve. Tyson with a tough serve, clipping the tape on the way through. McDonald handled well. And again, does so well. You can see what he did there really well. From what I saw is he got his feet to the ball. He stopped, he controlled, he had a look, and he placed it so fine, sharp of the block. That's crucial in the gusty conditions to get your feet to the ball and make sure you are snapping high. It's all about placement and precision in gusty conditions. He gets a left-handed pokey in the defense. Can't convert. Tyson on 2 with the pokey as well. Munter, high pass from deep in the court. Munter with a snap cross court. Deep in the corner. Lovely play. Fantastic rally for 16-10. Second set. Ball goes long, goes out. So 11 points, serving 16. Johnson to continue. Down the line, good pick up there from Finn McDonald. I thought he had no chance, but I forget how long and stretched this man is. We go around. They couldn't control the second touch off that tough Hayden Johnson serve. 12 serving 16. 4-point ball game. And that ball goes well long as it hits the mesh netting at the southern end of center court on the full. McDonald to the serve now. 17 serving 12. Finn McDonald on 2. Confident swing from that young man. Munter. Great positioning in backcourt once more. Pops it up on a dime for his partner to swing away. 18-12, 6-point ball game. 3 away from wrapping up this second set and forcing it to a third and deciding. Can they get it done? Tough serve there from Finn McDonald. Oh, confusion again in the defense. Just a miscommunication. And we've got 19-12 on the scoreboard here. You see Sydney 2000 Olympic gold medalist Kerry Potthast there in the coach's corner. The boys in green. They're out jousted there, net touch and set point to the boys at the bottom of your screen, closest to your camera, McDonald and Munter serving for the set. Wolfie's there. McDonald on 2. Tyson hustles back in defense. Johnson puts him on. Tyson Dagenais with a smart shot there. Really good hustle and defense from all 3 athletes. And a tough serve down the middle, confusion. It's the last set, Tyson Dagenais. He brought his team back level midway through that first set. Oh, there's a lot of work to be done to keep this set alive. So set point number 2 for McDonald and Munter. And into the net it goes. We'll go the distance. We're going to 3 sets, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here, the Oz Volley YouTube channel. Third and deciding set coming your way very, very shortly. Stay tuned as we wrap up with a deciding set to come. Live your best life at Scape Student Accommodation, one of the major supporters and partners of the Australian Beach Volleyball Tour for the summer of 2022. We're back here live on Centre Court, Manly Beach on the coast of New South Wales, Australia. Thanks for joining us around Australia and the world. Drop a line, let us know where you are viewing from as we see a big Finn McDonald throw it down for the very first point of this third and deciding set. Under-19 boys competition. My name is Ben Abbott. Thank you for having me. I am your commentator for round 3 of the Australian Junior Beach Volleyball Tour and your MC and host for all beach competitions at a national level across Australia. We see a nice shot on 2 there from Tyson Dagenais, tagging the baseline on the way through. So 1 point all here to get things started. Tyson flat and hard on McDonald. Well handled. McDonald lights his eyes up and sends it into the tape. A little bit too excited on that swing. He goes back again. 2-1 scoreboard, this time on Munter. Pass well. In the middle. Munter drops it short. Too short, though. It doesn't go over the net. So a 3-1 scoreboard. Advantage green. McDonald on 2. Johnson's there in defense. Wolfie on 2. Tyson's there in defense, but just out of reach of his partner. So we'll go around at 2, serving 3 for the first end switch here on Centre Court. So the third and final set, we switch ends on multiples of 5, allowing for no advantage on Centre Court. Conditions continuing to blow from a more so a right to left of your screen, but it's sort of a southeast across this Centre Court. The rally continues, big rally. Johnson doesn't get the connection he wanted, and his partner Tyson Dagenais was hustling in defense, and it's back level now at 3 points all. High on Johnson. There were 2 big men at the net. Do it well. And points there on the board for Hayden Johnson. This man's got a bit of height behind him. And he goes back to the baseline now. Serving down the line on Finn McDonald, who passes it quite well. Gets a touch on the block. Hustles in defense. Tyson, again, just ever present in his defensive moves. So we've got 4 points all here on Centre. Tough serve there. Bit of a sharp pass there. Tyson acknowledges that his partner couldn't quite control the pass. He'll look to get a little bit more loop on this one now as Wolfie continues. And a serve. Ace. Down the middle of the court. 6-4 as they go around. Munter continues. Service pressure from the baseline. Goes deep on Johnson. Dagenais hustles, doesn't quite control. So it's a 7-4 scoreline now. Munter again goes on Johnson. Great bump set there. Fantastic swing. Well put together point from Johnson and Dagenais. Tyson serves really well and wide of McDonald into the net. And it's back to within a 1-point ball game once more. 6 serving 7. Oh, kept the ball alive so well. Miscommunication. Advantage now to the boys in pink. Can they get it done here? McDonald with the swing. The left-handed push almost. Not even a swing. Questions asked. And Tyson gets the job done. A few questions asked of the referee. How was the set? I mean, to be honest, how was the swing? But we'll move on. Level now at 7-all. 1 away from the end switch. Good serve there. McDonald again going, oh, that's not allowed. McDonald going with the left hand, hitting the block and mishandled by Johnson on the second phase play. Advantage. McDonald, Munter as they go around 8-7 here on center court. And handling error this time by Tyson Dagenais. So 2-point buffer once more. Down the line short on Tyson. Over the line, Munter's there, well read. Does he swing high and deep in the corner? Into that corner, doesn't put much on it, but enough to beat the Hayden Johnson defense. As a timeout is called by Dagenais and Johnson, trailing this third and deciding set by 3 at 10-7 when we return. Shout out to the crew at Beach Fox once again, looking after all these athletes up and down this New South Wales coastline. 10 points, serving 7, floating moon ball coming out of the timeout called by Dagenais and Johnson. So 8 serving 10 now. Work to be done. Tyson cannot believe it. That ball poked deep in the corner. It was 100% the right shot. Just didn't quite float back into the court with the breeze. So 11 serving 8. Munter continuing. Deep and wide. So back to within 2 as they go around for the end switch. 9 points serving 11. We give a shout out to Northern Beaches Council, once again supporting us and looking after us on this crucial stop of the Australian Beach Volleyball Tour, the summer here for 2022, Volleyfest, here at Manly Beach, New South Wales, Australia. Dagenais goes into the net. So 12-9, 3 points away for McDonald and Munter. McDonald to serve. Drops it short on Johnson. And Johnson with the smart play down the line. Lovely little flick of the wrist to beat the McDonald block 10 serving 12. Serving on Munter. Pass well. McDonald with good hands. No. Deemed by our first official as a double contact. He's quick on that whistle, that referee. And love from the tape. Level now at 12 points all. Magic number's 15. You must win by 2. We have to go beyond 15. The margin must be by 2 to get the job done. So an end switch as that ball goes wide. 13-12 in favour of McDonald and Munter. Deep on Johnson. Dagenais on to Johnson, handles it high. Tyson with a great bump set, aggressive into the net. Over the top, McDonald finds a way. So that'll bring up a first set match point opportunity for the combination of Finn McDonald and Joshua Wolfie Munter to get it done here for the final match of the day on centre court. They go down the middle. Johnson takes it. Dagenais pushes him on, no block. Takes on the retreating McDonald block. Finn McDonald now over easy on one. Tyson will put up his partner. Johnson steps in. McDonald's there. The ball's kept alive. Hustle here from the athletes and a much needed point. Won by Tyson Dagenais and Hayden Johnson. The hustle from these boys. 1 match point saved. Dagenais to serve 13-14, match point number 2. And an ace serve, Tyson Dagenais. Continuing that fantastic serving prowess. 14 all, we go beyond 15 points now. First team to get the 2-point buffer. Take the match. Down the middle. Just long. All 4 athletes took a huge deep breath as that ball sailed across the net. Match point number 3 for McDonald and Munter. Floaty on Johnson. Tyson Dagenais with the hustle. On 2, sends it inside. That'll get it done. Finn McDonald and Joshua Wolfie Munter take the win. 2-1, 16-14 in the third over Tyson Dagenais and Hayden Johnson. What a match to conclude day 1 of the Australian Junior Beach Volleyball Tour. Thanks for joining us here once again on the AusVolley YouTube channel. Make sure you are letting us know where you're viewing from on our social media platforms. Make sure you tag AusVolley in all your posts and tune in for tomorrow's matches. First match here at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. This is round 3 of the Australian Junior Beach Volleyball Tour at Manly